Hi, I'm Ames Asbell, Assistant Professor of Viola at Texas State University, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about one of my favorite warm-ups. It's kind of the most basic of all warm-ups, open string warm-ups. I like to start every practice session with a few minutes of nice, slow bow, open strings, and I like to do this for a few reasons. First of all, I feel that the bow, the approach, the bow hand, the bow arm, the balance between bow weight and speed, bow distribution, those are the real way we express ourselves as string players. And so I feel that the more we check in with that mechanism, how we're producing tone, then the more effective everything that we do as players is going to be. So before we even think about making notes with the left hand or vibrato or shifting or all that stuff, we want to make sure that we have a really, really solid, beautiful sound and a real mastery of that side of our bodies. There have been studies done. Scientists have actually taken photos of the density of our instruments and the density of the actual wood, and they've discovered that in string instruments, the molecules inside the wood align themselves along the pattern of vibration. And so the more effectively you make tone on your instrument, the better your instrument is going to sound. So the warm-ups not only improve your physical approach, but they can also improve the sound of your instrument. So I think that, doing an exercise like this, you get a lot of bang for your buck. So the way I like to do this, I like to start on the C string, just to kind of get everything wakened up, awakened, I guess, in the wood of the instrument, because those are some of the widest sound waves that we use. And also, I think it's one of the most effective ways or places on the viola that we can explore the transfer of weight from our arm into the string, because that's where our sound comes from. We don't want to be pushing too much because of the acoustical proportions of the instrument. It doesn't respond as well to pressure as a violin or a cello might. So we want to really be sure that we're using weight of the arm, settling and transferring that weight into the stick, into the point of contact on the bow. One of the images I like to think about is that you're holding a big water pitcher and you're pouring the weight that's in your arm into the stick of the bow and into the point of contact. And another good thing to think about to transfer weight, I'm going to put the viola down a second, is to imagine that your bow is the bar on a monkey bars or a jungle gym. So when you place your hand on the bow, if you were to imagine you were hanging from the jungle gym, you'd feel that you're using a lot of weight. Your hand is not tense, but you're adding a lot of weight there. So that's a good feeling to kind of explore before you even start the warm-ups, is to really make sure that you're feeling that possibility of transferring. Once you've done that, you can make your bow posture and experiment with the same thing. So I'm going to demonstrate the warm-up for you now. We start with a slow bow on the C string, and we gradually, with each bow, try to increase resonance. We're not trying to make a louder sound, we're trying to make a more ringing sound. As you watch me do this, you probably will be able to tell that I'm adding weight, but you'll also be able to see where I'm adding bow speed. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to always find the line where I have as much bow as I can, weight as I can use, and just enough speed to keep it from becoming a harsh or crunchy sound. And I add weight, add speed. I'm kind of constantly trying to find that line between weight and speed. So it's also a bow distribution exercise as well. I do one string, and then once I feel really good about how that string is gone, I go on to the others. So I'll show you right now how that looks on the C string. mentioned, I probably would have done that a little bit more slowly, more gradually, and I might have pushed it a little bit farther. The next thing I do is I actually like to do 2 strings at a time. So I try to practice balancing the bow on 2 strings while I'm finding this balance between weight and speed. And I think that really helps refine your instincts in the bow arm and really help to refine the application of the bow. So once again, I'm trying to imagine the molecules in my instrument vibrating. I'm trying to get the molecules all the way out here in the scroll to vibrate. And really visualizing that really can help you increase the resonance of your sound and find a warmer and deeper, richer viola sound. I would continue that exercise going string by string. So C, then G and C, then G, then D and G, going all the way up to the A string. And once I do that, I feel pretty warmed up in the bow and I'm ready to add any left hand warm-ups I might be interested in doing. So I hope that's something you'll try and that's something that will work for you. And thank you for listening.